when people look for new ideas, they tend to look towards the future, and they tend to look towards new technology. Go to an innovation conference and you'll hear the lecture about the 3 megatrends that affect your business, and a story about some company that created a fantastic thing using a mashup of Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Those are important areas, clearly. But one of the stories that really stood out for me when my colleague Patty Miller and I researched for our latest book was the story of how we came up with the rolling suitcase. Because, crazily enough, this wasn't on the market until 1972. The crazy thing, though, about the invention of the rolling suitcase is not when we came up with it, but when we improved it. Because the first suitcases, they don't look like, didn't look like they do today. There are these, big leather things with 4 squeaky metal wheels and a leash you drag it on. They were really unstable. It took 15 years to come up with the roller bag, the rather radical idea of taking the suitcase, turning it on its side, and adding a telescope pole so it was easier and more stable to drag. And it wasn't even the suitcase companies that came up with it. It was a pilot. He traveled a lot. He saw the potential to do this. He exited the piloting business, created a company, and got rich off this invention 15 years after we first came up with the idea of putting wheels on suitcases. To me, this story really captures 2 incredibly important things about innovation when you're looking for ideas. One is that no matter how mature your market, no matter how simple your services or your products, there are things you can improve. And the way to find those things is typically by really studying your customers or your consumers in their natural setting and seeing, is there a pain point here? A really simple thing that we have not yet spotted. The second key insight that I took from this was really the notion of once in a while forgetting the future. I mean, absolutely, the future is important. New technology has lots of potential. But we're also really bad at predicting the future. We have a horrible track record of trying to predict it. The question to ask people when you want them to come up with new ideas is not, well, what's the thing we should come up with that our customers really would want in 3 years? The question is, what is the product we should have come up with 3 years ago that nobody in our space has yet invented? Once in a while, forget the future and look to the past.